Arithmetic progressions. Sum of the n terms of an arithmetic progression is what we will see now. The sum of n terms of an arithmetic progression. We use a symbol for sum of first n terms of any sequence as Sn equal to t1 plus t2 plus t3 so on up to tn. Please look at the word sum. Sum means addition. Addition of what? First n terms. So t1 plus t2. That is, you are adding first term to second term to second term. So this basically is a sum. So t1 plus t2 plus t3 so on up to tn is what is the symbol. In short, we write it as Sn. Specifically, we are looking at arithmetic progression. We all know that for an arithmetic progression, first term is a, second term is a plus 1 common difference, third term is a plus 2 common differences, nth term is a plus n minus 1 common differences. This sum is given by a formula which is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Very important formula. The sum to n terms of an arithmetic progression is given by n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. There are few things that are important to note here. A is the first term, d is the common difference, and n is the number of terms. A is the first term, d is the common difference, and n is the number of terms. Also, we will recall that S2 minus S1 is T2. Let's see how exactly this works out. Look at this, students. S1 is same as T1. I hope there's no problem with this. If it is sum up to one term, it will only be T1. Whereas if you look at S2, S2 is actually what? T1 plus T2. S2 is T1 plus T2. Now this T1 can be written as what? S1. This T1 can be written as S1. Again the T2 as it is. So we have this S2 as S1 plus T2. So T2 actually becomes what? If you bring this S1 to the left side, you get S2 minus S1 as T2. Likewise, S3 minus S2 is T3. So we can go on and finally write Sn minus Sn minus 1 is Tn. That is, if you have a formula for sum to n terms, in that formula, wherever you put n, you get sum up to n terms. In that formula, wherever you put n minus 1, you get sum up to n minus 1 terms. That difference is going to give us the nth term. Please understand, students. Let's put it like this. Nth term of AP is nothing but sum to n terms minus sum to n minus 1 terms. That's what it means to say in English. Let's do one thing. Let's take a numerical example. Find the sum of first 50 even positive integers. Find the sum of first 50 even positive integers. We all know that even positive integer, the first even positive integer that we know is 2, followed by 4, followed by 6. It goes on like this, right? And what is the common difference here? Common difference is 2. So we can see that A equal to 2, D is also 2. A is 2 and D is also 2. So 2 plus 4 plus 6 up to 50 numbers is what we have to find. So clearly you could see that n equal to 50 in this case. N equal to 50 in this case. So what is the formula for sum up to 50 terms? Sum up to n terms is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So here a is 2, d is 2, n is 50. So substitute the values of n, a and d in this formula. So n by 2 will give us 50 by 2, 2a 2 into 2 plus 50 minus 1 49, 49 into 2. We can see this in the next line. So 50 by 2 into 2 into 2 plus 50 minus 1 into 2. So 50 by 2 is 25, 2 2 is 4, 49 into 2 is 98. So 4 plus 98 will give us 102, 25 into 102 will give us 2550 because 25 2 is 50, 25 1 is 25. So 2550. That is the answer for this question. So clearly, to find the sum to n terms, we require A, we require D. If n value is specifically asked, so in this example, n value is specifically 50, right? So once you know A, D and N, you can apply that in the formula and find the sum to n terms. We have done this here. Yes, each time we go for a real life application of sum to n terms of an AP. Let me read the question for you students. A certain sum is to be spent to purchase 10 prizes for the top 10 students of a school. The cost of the first prize is rupees 50 more than that of the second prize. The cost of the second prize is 50 more than that of the third prize, and so on. If the cost of the 10th prize is rupees 100, then find the total sum spent on purchasing all the prizes. You all know, obviously students, the first prize has to be costlier than the second prize. Second prize has to be costlier than the third prize. Of course, the 10th prize should be having the least price above the 10 prizes. Can you see the students? The cost of first prize is 50 more than the second prize. So first prize is 50 more than the second prize. The cost of the first prize is 50 more than that of the second prize. Likewise, the cost of the second prize is 50 more than that of the third prize. So what has happened here is the cost of the 10th prize is given as 100. So please understand student, what is given to us is this. 10th prize is 100. What can be said about the cost of the 9th prize? The cost of the 9th prize has to be 50 more than 100. The cost of the 9th prize has to be 50 more than 100. That is 150 should be the cost of 9th prize. What should be the cost of the 8th prize? The cost of the 8th prize to be 150 plus 50, which is equal to 200. This goes on. So what we have to look at is, finally we want what? The total sum spent. The total sum spent will be what? 100 plus 150 plus 200. It goes on like this. Can we see this? A equal to 100. First term is 100. Second term is 150. So the common difference is 50. 150 minus 100 is 50. 200 minus 150 is also 50. Because the total number of prizes is 10. So n equal to 10. So everything that is required for solving the problem is available. So A is 100, D is 50, N is 10. So n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into D. So n by 2 would be what? 10 by 2 into 2a. 2a is what? 200. N minus 1 is 9. 9 into D. D is 50. So 9 into 50. Shall we write this? Yes. N by 2 is 10 by 2. 2 into 100 plus 10 minus 1 into 50. Yes. So the answer will be simplified in the next step, as 10 by 2 is 5. 2 into 100 is 200. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 into 50 is 450. So 450 plus 200, 650. So 5 into 650. And 5 into 650 will give us 325 followed by 0. 3250. That should be the answer for this question. Thus, we could apply the formula for sum to n terms of an AP in solving a real life problem. So what should be the budget? What should be the precise budget to get 10 prizes with this type of condition? Yes, rupees 3250 is what one should have as a budget to accommodate this particular prize scheme. Alright students, yes. Thank you.